The burial of Jesus. After this, Joseph of Arimathea, secretly a disciple of Jesus for fear of the Jews, asked Pilate if he could remove the body of Jesus, and Pilate permitted it. So he came and took his body. Nicodemus, the one who had first come to him at night, also came bringing a mixture of myrrh and aloes weighing about 100 pounds. They took the body of Jesus and bound it with burial cloths along with the spices, according to the Jewish burial custom. Now in the place where he had been crucified, there was a garden, and in the garden a new tomb, in which no one had yet been buried. So they laid Jesus there because of the Jewish preparation day, for the tomb was close by. Hi there, St. Anne. How are you? It's Mrs. Rainier here for the older kids. You recognize me. For the younger ones, you may not. I'm the high school assistant principal, and today I have my lovely assistant with me, Izzy Rainier. Izzy is a senior at St. Anne's School, about to graduate.
Hopefully.
Izzy, how long have you been at St. Anne?
13 years.
13 years. So you started in kindergarten. Who was your kindergarten teacher?
Miss Williams.
Miss Williams. Wow. How many of you out there have Miss Williams? Wave. Miss Williams must be very, very old if she taught us well in kindergarten, right? Today we are going to start maybe a new Holy Week tradition. We always have so many really cool things that we do during Holy Week at St. Anne. And you should know your teachers are really missing being with you during Holy Week. We're missing you guys a lot, but we're really missing our Holy Week tradition. So we're trying to bring some of them to you. And so today we're going to try something new called resurrection rolls. And so hopefully you just listen to us read from the Bible. So you do need the Holy Bible to start with our resurrection rolls today. But really you only need a few ingredients. You need some crescent rolls. We've already cut ours apart to make this go a little bit faster. You can get those at the store. And so the crescent rolls represent the cloth that Jesus was wrapped in after he was crucified and taken down. There is water in this bowl. I'm not going to tip it towards you because it will spill, but that represents the embalming oils. In this bowl, there's cinnamon and sugar, and that represents the spices that they used to embalm Jesus's body. And then in this bowl, Izzy's favorite bowl, and I have had to keep her away from these all week. These are marshmallows, and the marshmallows represent Jesus, and they're white because they're pure and without sin, like Jesus. So what we're going to do is very, very simple. We're going to take our marshmallows. We're going to dip them in water. Okay? Then we're going to roll them in cinnamon sugar. Get them good and coated so that when you eat them, they're good and sweet. All right? Cover them in cinnamon sugar. And then all you're going to do is you're going to take them and you're going to wrap them in the blanket. I'm going to let Izzy come closer to the camera in a minute and do this closer. So once you wrap them in a blanket, you want to seal them up nice and tight, so that when we bake them, everything stays inside. And you're gonna just simply put them on your baking sheet. Ready, Iz?
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's do it. Here, give you some marshmallows. So Iz, how about the tradition before Holy Week starts on Mardi Gras, that Tuesday?
Okay. So when I was in second grade,
who was your teacher?
Miss Hinton.
Oh, hey, Miss Hinton. Hi, Miss Hinton's class.
So when I was in second grade, we still do this every year actually, but specifically second grade, we had a Mardi Gras party. So we eat a king cake. If you guys know what a king cake is, awesome. They're really good. So inside each king cake is a little plastic baby. The tradition says that if you get the baby in your slice of cake, you get to host the party next year, for the next year. So when I was in second grade, I got the baby, and
this is 10 years ago. She still remembers it.
And I was super excited and everything. I was like, yes, the next year I got to plan the party and everything. I think you know where this is going. I didn't get to plan it.
Who was your third grade teacher?
Miss Peter was my third.
Miss Peter's in trouble. So Miss Peter owes her a party, I think is what she's saying.
I think so. I mean.
All right, is this your last one?
This is my last one.
Okay, why don't you take it up to the camera a little bit closer so they can see how you rolled it, okay?
Okay. So here I have my little marshmallow with the sugar the cinnamon sugar. So here's my roll. I'm gonna put it right here, and I'm just gonna roll until I get to the very end. Now you're gonna have these little flaps on the side, so just fold those in. Same on this side. And voila, a masterpiece.
All right, put it on the sheet. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna make sure they're all nice and tight, and we are gonna put these in the oven for 8 to 10 minutes. Let's go 9 minutes, right in the middle, at 375. And then we will be back in 10 minutes to see what happens to our resurrection rolls. So we've taken our rolls out of the oven. They're nice and cool. We waited for them to cool, and we've cut into them, but spoiler alert. Take it up to the camera for me.
They are empty on the inside.
They're empty?
Yeah.
But didn't we put a marshmallow in the middle?
We did.
All right, St. Anne, so here's the thing. Here's what I want you to do. I'm going to read another passage from Scripture to you right after this, and I want you to listen to it. And then we are going to enable the comments at the bottom of this YouTube video, and I want you to type and tell me why the inside of our resurrection rolls are empty. And I'm going to go back and read your comments when we're done. Okay? Thank you, everyone. Have a blessed Holy Week, and I really, really hope I get to see you soon. The empty tomb. On the first day of the week, Mary of Magdala came to the tomb early in the morning, while it was still dark, and saw the stone removed from the tomb. So she ran and went to Simon Peter and to the other disciple whom Jesus loved, and told them, "They have taken the Lord from the tomb, and we don't know where they put him." So Peter and the other disciple went out and came to the tomb. They both ran, but the other disciple ran faster than Peter and arrived at the tomb first. He bent down and saw the burial cloths there, but did not go in. When Simon Peter arrived after him, he went into the tomb and saw the burial cloths there, and the cloth that had covered his head, not with the burial cloth, but rolled up in a separate place. Then the other disciple also went in, the one who had arrived at the tomb first, and he saw and believed. For they did not yet understand the scripture that he had to rise from the dead. Then the disciples returned home.